Hey, Leap Inspire family. Get ready for a roller coaster of a story that'll grip your heart and keep you glued to the screen for the next 12 minutes. Picture this. A billionaire's son trades luxury for freedom, only to face betrayal, heartbreak, and a chance to rewrite his fate. Will he rise above the pain, or will the world crush his spirit? This is Mark's journey, a tale of resilience, love, and sweet justice that'll leave you inspired. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our family for more epic stories like this. Mark Deve was born into a world most only dream of. Private jets, sprawling estates, and a family name that opened every door. But for Mark, the golden cage of his billionaire parents came with chains. They dictated his future, an arranged marriage to a woman he didn't love, a corner office in their corporate empire, and a life scripted to their liking. His older brother, Anthony, was their perfect puppet, every move controlled, his freedom long gone. Mark saw his brother's hollow eyes and vowed he'd never become that. He craved a life where his choices were his own, even if it meant leaving everything behind. So, at 22, he walked out of the Deve mansion, carrying nothing but a duffel bag and a stubborn dream of independence. Luxury cars, designer suits, and gadgets? He didn't care. Freedom was his only currency now. Mark's new life was anything but glamorous. He rented a cramped apartment in a noisy building where neighbors' late-night karaoke battles and shouting matches kept him awake. Money was tight, and pride kept him from asking for help. But Anthony, ever the loyal brother, slipped him cash for rent in secret. "Don't tell Mom and Dad," Anthony would whisper, knowing their parents would explode if they found out. Mark hated accepting it, begging Anthony to stop, but his brother's quiet support was a lifeline. One day, desperate for work, Mark applied for a janitorial job at Pharmanova Pharmaceuticals. It was the only opening, and he took it without hesitation. The work was grueling, mopping floors, emptying trash, but it was honest, and it was his. On his first day, he met Erica, a working student with a bright smile and a fire in her eyes. She was juggling college and supporting her 3 younger siblings, and Mark admired her grit. Sparks flew instantly. They bonded over shared struggles, and soon, Mark was head over heels, courting her with small gestures, a coffee here, a late-night study session there. When Erica said yes to being his girlfriend, Mark felt like he'd won the world. Mark poured his heart into helping Erica. He took on side gigs, delivery, handyman jobs, anything to ease her financial burden. He'd stay up late, fixing her siblings' broken toys, or drive her to class when her old car broke down. Poverty was brutal, with days of eating instant noodles or skipping meals to save cash. But Mark endured it all for the freedom to choose his path. And for Erica, her dream was to graduate, and Mark made it his mission to see it happen. A year later, when Erica walked across the stage to get her diploma, Mark's chest swelled with pride. She landed a staff role at Pharmanova, and within another year, her sharp mind and drive earned her a manager position. Mark was still a janitor, but he didn't mind. Her success was his victory, or so he thought. As Erica's star rose, their relationship shifted. One evening, 3 years in, Erica's tone grew sharp. "Mark, you don't talk about yourself. Did you even finish college?" she asked, her eyes narrowing. Mark laughed it off. "If I had, I wouldn't be mopping floors, would I?" He admitted he hadn't graduated, content supporting her. But Erica's expression hardened. "People talk, Mark. I'm a manager now, and you're a janitor. It's embarrassing." Her words cut deep, like a blade through his heart. Mark tried to understand. She was under pressure, climbing the corporate ladder, but the sting lingered. He'd applied for better roles at Pharmanova, but every application was rejected. He suspected his parents, who knew the CEO, were pulling strings to keep him down, a punishment for his rebellion. Still, Mark loved Erica and agreed to keep their relationship secret at work to spare her the gossip. The cracks widened. One day, Erica suggested he find a janitorial job elsewhere. "I don't want people mocking us," she said, her voice laced with shame. Mark's heart ached, but he put himself in her shoes. He resigned from Pharmanova and took a janitorial job at a nearby company, still picking her up after her shifts. One afternoon, he arrived in his worn work clothes, and Erica snapped. "You look like a beggar, Mark." "It's humiliating." Her co-workers, Mara and Karen, approached, smirking. "Who's this guy?" Mara asked. Erica froze. "Just my neighbor," she lied quickly. Mark's stomach twisted, but he played along to save her face. I'm Mark, the neighbor," he said, forcing a smile. Later, he confronted her. "Am I that shameful to you?" Erica brushed it off. "Don't show up looking like that again, and I won't have to lie." Mark swallowed his pain, promising to dress better, desperate to keep her happy. On their 4th anniversary, Mark poured out his heart, sharing his dream of marrying her. Erica's response was ice cold. "A grand wedding? You can't afford it, Mark. I'm not ready for marriage." She admitted she wasn't sure about him, even after 4 years. Some couples wait 10 years. "I have goals. Don't rush me." Mark's world tilted. He'd given everything, his time, his earnings, his heart. And she wasn't sure? He promised to wait, humbling himself again, but doubts crept in. A former co-worker, Lizzie, ran into him and asked, "Did you and Erica break up? I see her with some new guy, Cyrus, at lunch every day." Mark's throat tightened, but he gave Erica the benefit of the doubt. When he asked her, she waved it off. "He's a new employee. I'm just mentoring him." Mark chose to trust her, but a seed of unease took root. One day, Erica asked Mark to clean her apartment and drop off her laundry. While tidying, he noticed her phone light up with a notification. He wasn't prying, but his name caught his eye. In a group chat with Mara and Karen, Erica had written, "Yes, Mark's my boyfriend, but I'm dumping him soon. Cyrus is my type. I'll say yes to him once I'm done with Mark." The words hit like a sledgehammer. She'd mocked him, called him just a janitor, and planned to trade him for Cyrus, a new data analyst. Mark's heart shattered. The humble, driven Erica he'd loved was gone, replaced by someone chasing status and shallow comfort. He stopped texting her, needing time to process the betrayal. When he was ready, Mark went to her apartment. A man, Cyrus, answered the door, Erica standing behind him in just a towel. "He's my cousin," she lied to Cyrus, who stepped outside. Mark's voice was steel. "You want to dump me? No need. I'm ending this." Erica sneered. "No matter how you talk, you're still trash." Mark's eyes blazed. "You'll regret what you did to me." He grabbed his things and left, his anger finally outweighing his love. He realized poverty made people like Erica cruel. They stepped on those they saw as beneath them. Had he made a mistake choosing this life? 2 weeks later, Anthony called with earth-shattering news. Dad passed away last night. Kidney disease. Mark's world stopped. Regret flooded him. He hadn't said goodbye, hadn't reconciled. Tears fell as he paced his tiny apartment, wishing he could hug his father one last time. Anthony's voice softened. "He wanted you back in the family. And I need you, Mark. I'm resigning as VP of the family company. Be the CEO. I trust no one else with Dad's legacy." Mark was torn. He hated corporate life, but exhaustion and grief won out. "Okay, I'll come back." At a quiet restaurant, Mark shared Erica's betrayal. Anthony dropped a bombshell. Their father owned Farmanova. "I want Erica and Cyrus fired," Mark said, his voice cold. Anthony warned, "Don't let revenge consume you." At their father's funeral, Mark stood beside his mother, Martha, as she wept. "I'm sorry, Mom," he sobbed, hugging her tightly. She smiled through tears. "We forgave you long ago, son." Mark vowed never to leave her again. He moved back to the mansion, trading his noisy apartment for a plush bedroom. Over breakfast, he reflected on his struggles, eating dried fish alone, dodging neighbors' noise. Those hardships taught him resilience, but his father's absence left a void. Still, he clung to his father's lesson: treasure hard-earned comforts. A month later, Mark attended Farmanova's board meeting, his CEO identity hidden from employees. He chose to oversee Farmanova first, easing into leadership. At a mall, he bumped into Erica and Cyrus. "Are you following us?" Erica snapped, snatching a polo from his hand. "You can't afford this, janitor." Cyrus threatened him, but Anthony stepped in, barely containing his fury. Mark stayed calm, plotting his next move. He returned to Farmanova as a janitor, known only to the board and his ally, Max, the acting VP. In the cafeteria, he overheard Erica, Mara, and Karen mocking him. Cyrus tried to provoke him, but a clumsy employee spilled food on Cyrus, leaving him humiliated. Erica dragged Mark to a closet, hissing, "Are you here for revenge?" Mark's smile was chilling. "What if the trash you threw out owns this company one day?" She laughed, but fear flickered in her eyes. Outside, Cyrus smoked under a no-smoking sign. Mark called him out, and Cyrus shoved him. Mark fought back, landing a punch before Erica intervened, slapping him. "I'll get you fired," she screamed. Mark secured CCTV footage showing Cyrus's aggression, building his case. In a boardroom, he uncovered Cyrus's falsified scores, orchestrated by Erica's bribes. The net tightened. At the company gala, Erica's plan to frame Mark, pretending he spiked her drink, unraveled when Mark presented evidence. Chats, recordings, and CCTV proving their scheme. At the recognition event, Mark revealed himself as Mark Deve, CEO, shocking the room. "I was the janitor you mocked," he said, exposing Cyrus's fraud and Erica's betrayal. The crowd gasped as he disqualified Cyrus's promotion and terminated Erica, Mara, and Karen. Erica begged, "Mark, I didn't know you were Marcus Deve. Please forgive me." Mark's voice was ice. "You chose to betray me. Live with it." He addressed the crowd. "Don't judge by status. Everyone deserves respect." Applause erupted. 2 years later, Farmanova flourished under Mark's leadership, with policies against bullying. He met Elaine, a compassionate marketing hire, and their love grew, free of manipulation. On the rooftop, he proposed, "Elaine, you love me for me. Will you marry me?" Tears streaming, she said yes. Meanwhile, Erica and Cyrus's relationship collapsed. Alone, Erica faced the mirror of her actions, haunted by regret. Mark's story shows that character, not status, defines worth. Respect everyone, for the person you step on today might rise tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, Leap Inspire family. If this tale inspired you, smash that subscribe button and tap the bell for more stories of triumph. Until next time, keep shining.